Generator connection accessories. Hot air blowing. Introduction. Hot air blowing is resorted to prior to bringing an enclosed busbar system back into service, after it had remained in a de-energized condition for a significantly long time. Dust, contaminated air, and moisture will enter into the enclosure over time due to breathing consequent to variations in the ambient temperature. Dust and moisture will settle on the surface of the insulators and bushings. This will result in a drastic reduction in the overall insulation resistance of the conductor. Hot air blowers are used for the removal of dust, moisture or condensed water from the surface of the insulators or bushings installed in an air-insulated, enclosed busbar system. The severity of condensation will depend upon the ambient conditions and the duration of the shutdown. Therefore, this cannot be included in a routine maintenance schedule. In the case of an isolated phase bus, the hot air is fed approximately in the middle section of the length. The outlet can be at the end of the bus connection. Moisture condensation on seal-off bushings installed at the station wall and at terminating ends will be most susceptible to the fall in the insulation level of the conductor. Such locations will need special attention. In the case of bus ducts, hot air can be introduced at designated locations from portable equipment with a flexible hose. Unlike in an isolated phase bus, bus ducts have several bolted covers along its run where there could be significant leakage of air. The hot air blowing equipment comprises a variable speed motor-driven centrifugal blower to deliver air at designated discharge, a three-phase heater of adequate variable capacity, coordinated with the airflow rate to deliver air at the designated temperature, air ducts, manifolds, etc., as required, air filters at the inlet of the blower, airflow and temperature measurement at the discharge end of the blower, baffles and dampers to control and balance the airflow and the temperature in the field, control panel for distribution of power and control, metering and protection of blower and heater. Redundancies can be built into the system as desired and mutually agreed upon. In a power station, hot air blowers are mounted on trolleys to cater to the requirements of a number of similar units. As the air travels through the annular space, from the inlet to the outlet, of the isolated phase bus, it will get cooled. The outlet air temperature will attain a steady state temperature over time. The discharge and the inlet air temperature from the hot air blowing system shall be monitored and controlled. Insulation resistance with an appropriately rated mega shall be measured during the hot air blowing operation to determine the time duration. In the case of bus ducts, hot air can be introduced at designated locations from portable equipment with a flexible hose. Unlike in an isolated phase bus, bus ducts have several bolted covers along its run where there could be significant leakage of air. Thank you. For a comprehensive understanding of the theory and practices of busbar systems, it is advisable to read the book An Introduction to Busbar Systems, where contents are organized in a sequence for ease of reading and facilitates cross-reference. Please procure a copy of the book with a requisition to Bala at busbarsystems.net.